Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS. What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here, coming to you with my reactions to Packers versus Jets preseason week 2. Packers dropped this one 23-14 and fall to 0-2 in the preseason. They have one more preseason game remaining next week versus Buffalo in Buffalo. But overall, not that anyone really cares about the preseason or the results of the game, but there are 32 players inactive today, so losing or even the team looking bad in general doesn't really concern me whatsoever. We had a lot of third, fourth string guys out there. But, there were some moments that impressed me, and there are some players that impressed me too. And there are some guys who definitely made an impression that could be looking to get a roster spot or make contributions later this season. And one of those guys is Kylin Hill. Kylin Hill continues to be insanely good. He had 7 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown today. Had that touchdown reception last week versus the Texans. I could definitely see him being, a contributor at some point this season. Maybe not on the same level that we saw Dylan last year, but if the Packers have an injury, I am feeling pretty confident about their depth in the running back department. They definitely, loaded up on running backs and loaded up on, having a deep offensive line. Royce Newman was extremely good. Josh Myers is extremely good. Really, the whole offensive line that started the game for the Packers was pretty good. After that, of course, they had some guys who were more, just looking to make an impression, get some stuff on tape. But, from guys that might actually play this year, I think the Packers looked pretty good today. And that was pretty encouraging. Malik Taylor, 4 catches, 66 yards, had a really nice adjustment on a pass by Benkert late in the second quarter on a touchdown drive. Jay Sternberger, he had a drop, but he also had a really nice catch for a touchdown from Benkert. And Benkert looked really good in the first, at least in the first half. He kind of fell off a little bit in the second half. I think that might have had to do with the line continuing to falter in front of him. It's not really much you can do when you're playing with 4-string linemen. He did throw an interception, but when the guy was protected and he was able to sit back and make throws, he looked extremely good. And even when he wasn't protected, he was able to scramble out and try to make stuff happen, and he definitely did at some points, including in that first drive, a pass to Malik Taylor that was originally called an incomplete pass. They reviewed it and overturned it, but Benkert, escaped the rush. He was pressured almost instantly and then threw on the run to Malik Taylor. Is a very Rodgers-esque play, Favre-esque play, and even Don Mikowski-esque play, calling back to the number 7 on his jersey. And, definitely, there's some similarities in his game compared to Mikowski's. So, hey, he's probably not going to make the 53-man roster unless the Packers want to keep 3 quarterbacks, but he's definitely a guy that I would love to see the Packers bring back to the practice squad and have kind of stashed away for next season when Rodgers might not be here, because he could be a solid second quarterback. Backup quarterback, he seems to love Green Bay too, and I follow his Twitter and I like watching his or seeing his tweets and him talking about how much he loves Green Bay and Wisconsin and stuff, and it just seems like a guy that would be really cool to have, and he's not bad to boot. He was going against a lot of starters, playing with second string guys. The Packers only suited up 4 wide receivers today, and here comes Benkert, and he leads a scoring drive on his first possession. I think they did. Maybe it was their second possession. I'm not sure. But after the second half, I really kind of tuned out. I wanted to watch the Brewer game a little bit more. But, overall, impressions were good from what I saw. The Packers, at least the guys who were going to make the team and, have a chance at positive playing time, played really well. Stokes, that's right, the Stokes play. I wanted to talk about that Stokes play. So, first drive of the game for the Jets. And by the way, Zach Wilson looked pretty sharp. He was going against Packers backups, but he looked pretty sharp, and he had a pretty strong connection with Corey Davis. But Stokes was on Corey Davis that first series, and then Corey Davis kind of put him in the spin cycle and got a first down on him. Got some separation with a nifty move. And then, the very next third down, Stokes came in and almost intercepted almost intercepted Zach Wilson's pass on a third down. It was a really, really great bounce back for him. And, I love that from corners, as a corner, you kind of have to be able to move on from a play really quickly. And he did. And Devontae Adams even said a few days ago, I think, he said that Eric Stokes reminds him of Jair and Jair's work ethic and his desire to get better and brush things off and stuff. So that's definitely a positive thing. And if Eric Stokes can be that number 2 guy for us this season, then I'm really, really looking forward to this defense. This defense looks like it's going to be really good. We haven't seen them really play at full strength because obviously it's the preseason, but man, I am excited to see how well they play. And Joe Barry definitely looks like he's got this defense fired up and ready. So, yeah, I mean, overall, some positive impressions today. Not that losing really matters, but I mean, yeah, would have liked to see him win, but who cares, preseason. And the Jets did look pretty good, too. I mean, they were playing a lot of their starters early on, and they seem to be struggling against our second-string backups. But, I guess that kind of goes to show just how much of a difference there is between the two teams. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got to say in this video, though. Just wanted to kind of give some brief reactions to what I saw in the second preseason game of the season. I didn't get to do my reactions last week, so I really wanted to do them this week. And it's kind of sad that we didn't get to see Jordan Love play either, because that's a big reason why I was so interested in this preseason to begin with. But still, seeing Ben Kurt out there slinging it, that was pretty cool. He's a cool guy, so I'm rooting for him. But in the meantime, guys, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, go Pack Go.